Alright, how's it going? Alright, this is going to be a little short tutorial on how to do a spark plug change in a Mark III 2.0 8 valve. It should be anywhere from 93 to 98, uses the same engine, configuration at least. And Mark IV has a similar engine, but there's different things. So this is a Mark III, 93 to 98. There's 4 spark plugs, obviously. And what you're gonna need one of these spark plug puller tools. You can get a Volkswagen one too if you like, but I like this one. You're gonna need an extension with a 5/8 spark plug socket. Inside you see they have like the little rubber band so that they can kind of like, I'm not sure if it's magnetic or a suction cup, but you really want that in there so that when you're finished unwrenching the spark plug, it actually comes out. A lot of times you buy one of these cheap ones and you unwrench it, and when you pull out your socket, the spark plug stays in there dangling, sometimes falls, and you don't want that. You want it to come out clean with the whole socket. Now you're gonna need an extension like that, and if you can see, I didn't want to spend any extra money, so I just duct taped these. This is really nice duct tape. It worked. So this is a 5/8 to an angle, like an elbow extension, to an actual extension. And I think this is like a 6-inch extension. So, that worked for me. And I don't recommend that, but that's what I did on my car. Now what you're gonna do on this right side right here by the distributor, there's this plug. You're gonna want to unplug that to give you access to the spark plug that's over there. I took it out already, so you're not gonna see it in there, but that little wet area is because I use some chemicals to loosen up the spark plug because it was in there. This one's gonna be straight up easy. Now I wouldn't suggest pulling it like this, the cable out. I would suggest using one of these. You really want to get in like this. This is how easy they are. You grab it and you yank it out. I'm not gonna do it yet because I want to keep it in order. I just don't want to mix it up. I know it's not that hard to mix it up, but so here's what you do. So here's what you're doing basically. You're gonna be grabbing like this and yanking out. Boom. Instead of actually yanking from the cable with your hands, which could rip the cable, and then you're gonna need a whole new cable. So that's these two. Then there's these two over here. Now you can see the spark plug still in there. I don't know if you can kind of tell. See it right there. And then there's another hidden one because Volkswagen. You have to unplug this guy. Same thing as the other side. And then in there, after you remove you can't really see it, but after you remove the spark plug cable with the tool, you'll see that it's in there, another one. And you can get at it with just an angle, like a joint, elbow extension, and then a long extension, and then the 5/8. Pull them out. Now the gap for these, they say normally anywhere from 0.24 to 0.28 on the forums. So it's up to you what you want to do. Also, I went to NGK just because the Napa that I went to didn't have Bosch at the moment, and I was kind of in a hurry. But these work fine. I mean, they're fine. And that's pretty much all the tools I used. Let's see. Alright, now there was a problem with my socket wrench. And this is truly why you should get real name brand stuff. I mean, this is a Husky, but still, I can't tell right there, but it says Husky. The little plastic thing that goes inside, the part that should be suction or whatever this is, came off, and it was a real pain in the butt trying to get the spark plug to actually stick to this, like stay stuck on this. So what I did is, since I wasn't able to do it, so basically what would happen is exactly what I just said earlier. When I unscrewed it and I tried pulling it out, the spark plug just dangled there, unscrewed, but this wasn't suctioning or or using the magnetic or whatever it is to pull it out, and it's because of this. So a little solution that I came up with is just a little bit of duct tape. Well, really, actually, no. Well, for the spark plug, I pulled it out with pliers. But when it comes back to like putting spark plugs in, you know, like you put a spark plug in here, and then you want to put it back in there and screw it back in, the spark plug's gonna fall right out if you don't have that. Also, this I tried putting it back inside, and it wouldn't work. It wasn't secure. I kept having the spark plugs fall in, so I just stopped. So I just put a regular new spark plug in here, and I used the tip of a tape, just a little tape, and I taped the socket to the spark plug. I'm gonna put the little tape right there. I used more than this, but I used a little more, so that when I did this, when it was upside down, it wouldn't fall out. And then, you know, once you start screwing in, the tape falls off, and you're good. So it's just a little MacGyver, little makeshift tool that you can do. But after that, you're good. Don't forget to plug in all your plugs that you unplugged. I unplugged these vacuum lines. Plug those back in if you took them off. Make sure all your plugs are good. Double check your cables, and then you should be good to go. And that's it. Again, 5/8, some extensions. If you can get one of these, it's probably way better. But same thing happened with this one. The plastic rubber thing inside just gave out, and it would either work or it would leave the rubber on the spark plug inside. So it'd be a pain. I would have to retrieve the rubber, and that's a pain in the butt anyway. So I guess the moral of the story there is buy good quality name brand stuff. But who knows, maybe those fail too. And then make sure you gap your spark plugs. 0.24 I think is what the Bentley manual says, but I heard they use up to 0.28 at the most. Alright, you guys have a good one. And again, 93 to 98 AVA engine, 2.0 Mark III.